Welcome to the Alien Portal podcast, where we ask the questions to the most out of this world topic, explore the world of ufology and ancient historical evidence of aliens. Come along for the ride while we learn of the existence of and coexistence with beings out of this world. Thank you for joining us today. I am Chris, your host, and today I have with me my friend B. B, would you like to introduce yourself again?
Hello, welcome to our podcast. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you.
Yes, we do. And today, this is a Fun Friday episode. So, what is Fun Friday?
Where we talk about absolutely silliness and have the best time.
Yes. Well, today we're talking about the fake and real alien sightings and evidence and the impact social media has on us. Uh, yes, because social media is one of those monsters that needs to be,
It is a monster.
yeah, it's a monster in the room that we need to talk about. Uh,
Yes, we do. And everybody's addicted to it.
yes. I want to start with an old one but very interesting sighting that I might be leaning towards proof of UFOs.
Hmm.
But that is up to you also to research yourself. The footage is real and the objects flying are real. The argument here will be this, if the sighting is a set of planes or UFOs. The incident is the Mariana UFO sighting of August 1950. Have you ever heard of that, B?
No, I haven't.
Well, the film is named after the person that filmed the sighting, Nick Mariana. He
Hmm.
was the general manager for a Great Falls baseball team. Prior to getting on
Oh,
the
wow.
field,
Okay.
Mariana and his secretary, Virginia Raunig, were inspecting the field when two objects caught Mariana's eye. They were objects that were spherical, silver, flying without visible exhaust. You know, the whole thing that most people say that this has to be an alien spacecraft whenever they see something like that.
Like the spaceship from Flight of the Navigator, another one of my absolutely favorite sci-fi movies. It's a kid movie, but it's absolutely great. Though you should be aware of the age groups because of certain language and whatnot. But the spaceship in that is a silver spaceship.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, most spaceships I ever seen in television are silver, but
Hmm.
the idea that they look like spherical is something
Yep.
that we have kind of like modernized now. And there are
Oh.
other sightings in which the the ship looks spherical and or it's kind of like a disc shape and it's
Hmm.
on its side. There's one from Australia which I want to talk about in another podcast because that one's very interesting.
Okay.
uh, and that one there's a cover up. There's a whole government
Ooh.
cover up behind it where the kids and teachers and anybody else who's seen the evidence or if they had any photographic evidence is completely gone. But there was one guy who took a photo. So we'll be talking about those that incident another time. But it's a great thing to also talk about. So joke
Cool.
time. What is an alien's favorite bar?
I have no clue. What is it?
The space bar.
Oh, bop. I love it. The space bar. That's cool. That's a good one. I feel
Yeah.
like Captain Quark should be saying that one in Ratchet and Clank. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, going back to what we were saying about Mariana, Project Blue Book investigated the sighting and
Hmm.
analyzed the footage and determined that the objects to be two F-94 jet fighters.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, as part of my research, I did watch footage of the F-94 jet fighter. So,
Hmm.
I watched a video from 1953.
Hmm.
At high altitudes, they look like spherical silver objects. Afterburn is also
Oh,
not
nice.
visible. in both footages.
Hmm.
So the jet also became operational by May 1950, which the sighting was in August of 1950 in Mariana.
Okay, so that makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely a airplane,
Yeah,
or it definitely could be an airplane. So
definitely
that's
could
cool.
be. I still see this tic tac shape, and when I see the spherical, I think that tic tac shape objects, and I usually think UFO. But at the same time, I like to do my research, um, and to make sure that I'm not being, um, how can I say it,
Biased.
biased. Yes,
Hmm.
because
Yep,
I
I'm
do believe in
following.
UFOs. So it is possible that the Mariana UFO is simply two planes.
Hmm.
So this left me a
What
little.
they really should have done is gotten the silver bullet campers, put wings on that bad boy, and throw that up there. Everybody'd be seeing it.
Well, this left me a little perplexed.
Hmm.
I need more evidence, but we are limited with what we have. This was the
Yeah,
1950. There's only the footage. There's a video footage, and I uh, I did watch that video footage very closely, and they still look spherical to me. I seen
okay.
most recent footage of another a modern footage of a plane being followed by three spherical objects, but one of those objects looks like it has wings.
Huh.
So if one of them looks like it has wings, the one that's closest to the jet looks like it has wings, then that means that the other two are planes as well. We just they're just so far away and they're moving faster than our eye can probably catch up to us, and probably the
Right.
cameras can also are limited by our technology right now. We can't see something so far away and say that it has wings or not. So, well, joke time.
What I want to know is why he had a camera on him. If he's just checking out the field, why did he have this camera?
You know what? I don't know, but he could have had the camera because it's
They're
kind of like
filming the
in.
field to make sure it's okay, make
Well,
sure it doesn't move.
when I was in the football team, they would have a
Hmm.
camera set up for they recorded all the football games, so we can
Hmm.
rewatch the games and see how much we messed up or how well we did,
Right, right.
and, and see how effective our plays were.
Hmm.
And I think that could also be the idea behind it.
Okay. Okay,
Could
that makes sense.
hmm that
I
that
just
could
thought that was a little too convenient. He's like, "Oh, look, there's UFOs, and I have my handy camera."
Yeah. Well, he became famous after that. Um,
Oh,
yeah, he came out in shows, and he was interviewed by multiple um, newspaper by
journalists.
journalists. Yeah. So
Okay,
yeah. So I'm not sure if he was looking for fame or not, but he
he
got
found it.
attention. He found it. Yeah. So why don't aliens visit restaurants in space?
Because the food is bad.
Because they have no atmosphere.
Oh, snap. That was a good one. I like that one. They have no atmosphere. Yes. Yes. I love that. That's a good one.
Well, like we said, that the Mariana sighting made the news, which today equates to social media. Um, People don't trust their local news anymore. I certainly stopped watching. But here's the other issue for a fact: you can't trust social media. but for some reason we do. We had lost B for a moment. We lost you for a moment.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Modern technology, man.
Well,
I
I
wish
was
the ancient
saying,
aliens would come down and fix this for us.
well, it was probably them who disconnected us.
Right? We're too close to the truth. They're like, let's zap your calls.
uh, well, I was saying that people don't trust their local news anymore. Um,
No.
and I don't, today that we are we are watching and listening to social media more instead.
Hmm.
You know,
It's a
I
wider spread and easier access.
easier access because I certainly stopped watching local news. Uh,
Well, our local news here ends up talking about, what's going on in Alabama because half the time we don't have anything going on.
well,
So,
well, that's
hmm
that's a good thing then.
yeah, it is. It is a good thing. It's like, yes, no news is good news.
Yeah, but the issue is that you certainly cannot trust social media. We already
Oh,
we
hell
already
no.
know that. But for
Uh-huh.
some reason we do.
Some people do. Yeah, no, I have a tendency to be a lot more skeptical about anything that I see on
Mhm.
social media because I'm like,
Yeah.
what's their angle? I mean, the fact that they're tracking us already by what we buy and shop and look at and read, it's like, okay, you know way too much about me and I don't know enough about you.
Yeah. And we are addicted to it too. That's the other
Hmm.
problem. Well,
Yeah, we spend more time on that than we do actually doing research and looking up other avenues
yeah.
for information.
I'm a part of few online UFO groups on Facebook, and we are bombarded by videos of UFO sightings. Excuse me.
Of course you are.
Hmm. But don't get your hopes up because 99.9% of videos that are going around are fancy FX. So it's primarily
Well,
all
it's like
fake.
the Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
That famous picture of the Loch Ness monster ended up being a hoax.
Yes. Yeah. And people still believe that that picture's real,
I know.
even though that they did come out and say that it was a hoax.
Hmm.
Some images are even Photoshop contests. So if you see images online of giant skulls uh, showing proof that there were giants here on Earth, that's not possible. Yeah, they could be really tall people, but the skulls that are large as a wheelbarrow, that's not possible.
Holy crap.
Yeah, that was a
Man, imagine walking around with that noggin.
yeah, that was actually a Photoshop contest that they did, and the images look so real because
Hmm.
it's a contest. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
You're supposed to make it look as close to reality as possible. But ever since Photoshop's come out, I mean, it's a wonderful tool for creativity, but that's what it is. It's a tool for creativity. It's not a tool to show reality.
yeah. I wish I could say that I know a place where videos and images are all real, but there's no such place. Uh, you
Nope.
can do your research like I have, but even that doesn't guarantee you will find the facts. I have a hard time finding the facts. Yeah, because you can't just go anywhere find the facts. I watch shows. I read articles, uh, and even that you have to take with a grain of salt.
Hmm.
So,
Yep.
joke time.
All right.
Why are
Lay
UFOs
it on me.
rare?
Why are UFOs rare?
Yeah.
They weren't cooked long enough? I
Oh,
don't
you're
know.
so close. Because medium well and well done won't do.
Oh, yay! Go me. I was close. I was close.
Yes, you were. Apart from
Medium done
following,
and
yeah,
yes.
apart from following this podcast, which thank you by the way, everyone who follows. Uh, if you are interested in UFO research like I suggest visiting the website for Center of UFO Studies, which was founded by Dr. J. Allen Hynek,
Cool. Our
and
man.
our man, yes. Joke time. Why are aliens so popular?
I have no clue.
Because they are down to earth.
Oh my goodness. Oh, groan. The pain, the agony. Oh, because they're down to earth.
Yes,
I gotcha.
that one was that one was a difficult joke to take in.
Well, we want them to be down to earth. That would be more interesting, so long as, they're not like alien or predator. It's like, please come visit, but if you're going to eat us, no, we'll pass. Thanks.
Yeah. Well, that does it for us today. This episode of the Alien Portal podcast. Please leave a comment or question. I am eager to hear what you think. Thank you for listening, and until next time, my friends. You have anything to say, B?
Peace and long life.
Yes.